Hi, my name is Aaron Johnson. I'm here to elaborate on the importance of stretching for those who are athletic and not athletic. Stretching helps the opportunity to limber up, loosen the strain on your body, and helps your growth as well, and a range of motion as well that you can do with your body. Those who are not athletic, for your day-to-day activity of standing around the same position, sitting around the same position is still not as as good on your body as well. And those who have issues with walking around, those who have issues with trying to excel in activities as well, from helping someone move, for lifting heavy objects, and just things of that nature. And for those who are athletic, for your peak of your performance, you will want your body at your peak. You will want, less pain on your muscles, your bones, and your tissues as well. So this video here will elaborate on, such activities and stuff like that. An important fact to know is a lot of bone structures that you have is genetic. For example, a hip is genetic from your parents, as well as a couple of other areas of your body is genetically formed by your parents. So me being an athlete, I genetically had a terrible hip, but through stretching, it helped loosen my body and help me perform at my highest potential. And some individuals don't really need stretching as much as others, but it's still as important to those who still don't need it. And I wouldn't say don't need it, I would say more like you would need it less than another. So stretching helps loosen your body. It gives you a chance to lower the percentage of being injured and doing an activity. And you can get injured in just walking. You can trip and fall. You can get injured from stubbing your toe, and you can get injured from hitting your hip or moving your body in the wrong way, where you're supposed to be walking in a straight line or climbing a ladder and you turn incorrectly, and you may injure your hip, you may injure your back. Trying to even plug up a cord, and you have to bend your bodies in a way that your body's not used to, and your shoulder can get injured, as well as elbow or any other area. Stretches allow your tissues in your body to limber up and start stretching. In the definition of the word is to stretch. That was stupid. That was fucking stupid. I'm gonna keep this fucking rolling. This video is gonna be it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck no more. I'm gonna keep this bitch rolling. I don't give a fuck. Mike, you're editing the fuck out of this video. Stretching allows your tissues in your body to limber up and start to loosen, so that when you're a young adult, it will start to stretch and gives you higher percentages of being taller or just full potential of growing. It also helps out with keeping your body warm, your body temperature, and cold heat. It also helps out with just activities that your body's not used to or are used to. Even the same time of walking to the same bus stop every day when you're young and you're getting on the bus to go to school, your body is still using the same muscles. But if you're given that same strain and same weight, but when you're getting older, you're gaining more weight, and your body has to get used to the new percentage of weight. It helps out as well as that. But it's not just for young adults, it's for those for middle age. It's better to start when you're young, but it's never too late to start stretching. For middle age, it can help you with loosening your body and trying to get more activities, with playing with your grandkids, or just going out, walking to the park, having fresh air, just walking around, so you don't have to have that issue of your back hurts, your hip hurts, or needing a walker or a cane. for those who have athletic, me as an athlete, I know the importance of stretching. Here on this side, I added this video so it will show 10 stretches that I think will be important for you to start stretching. After this video, after learning, stuff like this, I think it would help out to set about 30 minutes after you wake up and 30 minutes before you go to bed to start stretching. And we will elaborate more on that later on. Here for stretch 1, it shows upper body relaxation, and it helps out for shoulder placement, because realigning your bones is important, as using them. So when you're moving around and you're doing all these different activities and stuff, your bones, they start to move around, and you can have an issue with relocating your shoulders. And this stretch here, going up like this, helps out with opening your lungs as well, and all this muscle here, and helps realign your shoulder so that you can use it even more. And here on stretch 2, elaborates it more with stretching backwards and helping realign your shoulders as well for more of a body activity of this, motion. And 3 elaborates more of a core down issue where it truly stretches your shoulders a little bit more. And 4 helps out with the motion of your body. It gives you a little bit more for upper body strengthened area. Stretch 5 helps out with mainly core and thigh area, but it helps out with your hip as well, with having to move your hip around and moving like that. And then when you're even doing this stretch and you have your legs crossed, you can even twist your body a little bit, which will in turn help with your back, realigning your spine and areas like that. Stretch 6 is mainly for your knee up to your hip. It helps your knee with a little bit of bending and a little bit of pushing in areas like that, where you have to walk around and bend your knee. It helps with strengthening your thighs so that your weight that your upper body gives on your lower body isn't, a little wobbly, and you have a little bit more strength in your legs to have, walk around with more ease. Stretch 7 helps out with your back all the way down to every aspect of your leg. And it's good too, because when you stretch like this, you can move around a little bit more for your back and forward, a little bit of side to side as well. Stretch 8 helps mainly for hip and thigh. It gives you a little bit of knee exercise as well, which I think I might have done this earlier in the video when I was standing here, because me just standing here in this position hurts a little bit of my knees and a little bit of my thigh. So being stuck in the same position is always good to just stretch a little bit. And on an earlier aspect that I was saying, for 30 minutes after waking up, 30 minutes before going to bed, if you're able to do stretches like 8, 3, and 9, really, it's always good to do them throughout the day, especially when you're having to walk around a lot, your knees hurt, and it gives a little bit of time to loosen your body a bit. Stretch 9 helps out just like with stretch 7, but if you're unable to sit down as well, which I recommend doing both stretch, but if you're unable to sit down, it's always good to just stand there and give it more of a motion for your back and issues like that. Stretch 10 emphasizes your calf muscle right below your thigh, so mainly walking and running as well, a little bit of speed walking. Your calf muscle is really, really, really important, and the reason why I'm stressing that a little bit more than everything else is because me as an athlete running track and cross country, I emphasize me running and stuff like that. But it's always important to take these stretches and opportunities to elaborate on such things and things of that nature. Now, it's important on an aspect earlier that I was saying 30 minutes before you go to bed and 30 minutes after waking up. And the reason why I'm saying 30 minutes because it's not really going to take you that long. Each stretch, if you do for 10 seconds, will help you tremendously. And as you start to get used to the stretches and 10 seconds become an easy breeze, you can step up to 15 seconds, just 20 seconds. And I recommend just stopping at 20 seconds. That should be enough for you. But for an easy start, you can do each stretch for 10 seconds. And at the most, it will take you 6 to 7 minutes altogether to do all 10 of those stretches for 10 seconds, 20 seconds at the max for each one. And it'll take you 6 to 7 minutes. And I can't stress how much this is really easy for you. You can do this in like 20 minutes max. Because when you switch from stretch 1 to 2, it may take you 15, 30 seconds to, switch positions and change, how from up this way to this way, or how you're standing. You have to sit down to do stretch 5, 6, and 7. And then you have to stand back up to do straight 8, 9, and 10. But it sounds and is truly as simple as it is. It's nothing more than 15 minutes at the most. And thank you for listening to what I have to say about this and take an opportunity to do these 10 stretches. So as soon as this video ends, set a time when you wake up. Let's say you wake up at 8 o'clock. You should wake up a little bit, set a time for when you wake up at 8 o'clock. 10 minutes later, you're finally awake, and you just take 10 seconds to do each stretch. And before you go to bed, let's say you go to bed at 12 o'clock. Let's say at 11:30, you're like, all right, it's coming down to the end of the day. Let me take, a little bit of my time and do these 10 stretches for 10 seconds. And, or even when you're about to do heavy activity for, let's say you're an athlete, about to start running, or you're about to start a race, or let's say you're not an athlete, you're about to go help a friend move some heavy boxes. On the way there, you just, do stretch 1 and 2 as you're walking, 3, 4 as well. Stretch 8 when you get there, 5 and 6 right before, 7 and 10 right after you're done, So it's as simple as it gets. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. See ya.